it was not typical for a woman to 12 years ago is a lot
to do shoes.
So I remember back in Lagos when I was training, someone just come and ask me, what happened to hair
or makeup
why shoe
or selling handbag?
Do you understand? Even to paint nails, why you not fixing nails? So people used to have that thing, and so people just felt that after a while I'll get tired, maybe she just do it. Because some people even told me that when I get married I'll stop making shoes. Some people told me that their men are patronizing me because I'm a fine girl. So
not because of the quality.
Yes, so I had to work. So why is it hard to make a point? I had to work day and night. I had to give my, I'm not even sure I gave my all. I gave 200% of everything, so you could be sleeping and I'm working.
But you're in a male-dominated environment. Do you have challenges with gender?
Oh well, I think I just have a way around with men. I don't know. I've not had any issues with men actually. I've not had any issues with students being men. I've not had any issues.
How about women?
Even my staff. I may even have issues with the women. I don't have issues with them. So I think I only have one female in my team. Yes, I only have one female. The rest are men. All my shoemakers are males. Well, yeah, okay, I have one female shoemaker, but I deal with the men more than women, because there are some people that when I was single, they'll come to my inbox.
I was about asking you.
They'll come to my inbox they want to buy
shoes. Want to buy shoes.
Quote me anywhere. Anybody that wants to invest in your business and is striking you, it doesn't want to invest in your business.
They want to invest somewhere else.
They want to invest somewhere else.
Hello and welcome to another episode on Founders Unfiltered podcast. I bring you good news. My hands are too full, I would have clapped. I bring you the best of my promises of always having interesting, insightful guests on the show. As you already know, Founders Unfiltered podcast is a platform where we get to hear undiluted, unfiltered, untempered, honest and raw conversations from female founders, from women in their career path, from entry-level, mid-level, senior-level executives, and from women naturally or generally who have the quest for growth. On this episode or on this platform, we promise to give you conversations that will shape your mindset, conversations that will change your mindset, conversations that will make you understand the value and the purpose that God has created or imbibed in you. On my set today, I have an amazing woman. I have known her for well over a decade. Yes, I have known her from a different craft to the craft she is right now. I have known her through different transformatory processes and systems. I have known her to be a very hardworking woman, a dogged, rugged, and a woman who is thriving in an industry that has been called or named or assumed to be a male-dominated industry. So I'm not going to say more than that. I'm going to get you to see her face, and then I'll tell you her name in case you didn't know her name. So, hello, Utonne.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Did I do justice to the introduction?
Yes, you did. You did.
I'm not easy. Welcome to Founders Unfiltered podcast.
Thank you.
Here, we would have a very relaxed setting, and we'll have a conversational style of talking. You're also going to give us pour for us from a place of abundance, lessons, insights, perspectives, a whole lot. We want to just hear from you. I and 1 million other women, 2 million other women are eager to hear from you across the country.
No problem.
Are we good?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so I'm going to ask one question. Take me through. And I know a lot of people never knew that you were into makeup.
Yes, actually.
Because we knew you were into makeup.
Yes.
So when did you transition, and why did you transition to shoemaking?
Okay, I think I started makeup 12 years ago. I think I started the same time I started shoemaking.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did. But makeup was amazing, I dare say I was one of the best in town. So yes,
I agree.
Yes. So, but after a while, it became too taxing for me. After a while, I doing makeup and combining with shoes. Makeup you have to travel a lot.
Yeah.
You're either going for a bride in her village, it took a lot. So when I come back and I now make shoes, I was too tired. Let me just put it like that. I was really, really tired. And I even had to, turn it to just making only studio makeup. I turned it after a while to only studio makeup, and it wasn't still working for me. I was still tired. Yes, funny enough, for some reason, there's some clients that still call me today.
Yeah,
I did someone's makeup, but I don't post it. I did someone's makeup last year. She said she cannot change makeup artists. I had to beg her, this is your last child, to be so that I can rest. So I had to, take that decision. I asked myself, what do I want to do? What do I want to be known for? Do I want to be known as a makeup artist or as a shoemaker? And I just, prayed about it, and I sat down and made that very, serious, tough decision, yes, to leave makeup and focus on shoes. So now I do all that. The makeup I use it for content creation. I use it if I want to do content, I can make up myself. It has helped me to do other things, but I had to just leave it as as a business and just focus on shoes.
Okay, so
yes.
If there's one thing that has been constant on all of my sets is prayer.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody says I pray to God, I did this to God, for me it's very good that we do not forget divinity, we don't forget God in the course of everything.
Yes.
So in case you're wondering, because I'm very sure you were probably asking yourself, what industry did she move from makeup to? Let me remind you, or let me tell you, that I'm sitting with one of the best shoemakers in the country.
Say clock it, that point, say clock it.
Clock it. So Utonne makes the kind of shoes that are rare finds, She makes the kind of shoes that you wear and you step into a place and you ask yourself, and people ask you, like your shoes would command attention. I'm a lover of shoes.
Yes.
And for the best of it, when I see a good shoe, I know. It doesn't need to be a foreign shoe.
Yeah.
But so long as you see a good shoe, you should be able to identify a good shoe. And I constantly would know. You would know Utonne once you see Utonne shoe. You know Latonne. That's a brand name, Latonne Signature. Latonne's shoes.
Yes, thank you.
Once you see it, you know it. It's a classic.
Thank you.
From the people that, even when you do your commercials, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's really nice. Really nice. The durability and everything is really nice. So starting off 12 years ago, having to drop makeup and focus on shoes, do you think or was it at any point in time you had single regrets or multiple regrets, or should I have just stuck with makeup or?
Well, I don't think. I'm someone that when I make up my mind about something, I put in everything to that thing. So because I had decided that it's shoes I want to do, I just told myself this has to work. I have to find different ways to make it work. In different ways, go for trainings, go for, listen to people, sit under coaches. I just had to find a way to make it work because this is where I want to be. So there was no need, when I have challenges, there's no need sitting down to, whine or sit down to cry. You have to find solution. What am I going to do next? So this has happened, okay? Moving on, what do we do, So that's how I have been able to build myself over the years, not sit down to regret anything,
So do you agree with me that the most intelligent person in the room is a teacher?
Yes, actually, yeah.
Are you sure?
I am actually very sure because, we learn from teachers. And teachers also have their own teachers. So we always have to learn from someone.
Okay, so having trained over 300 people.
Yes.
And every time you stand in that room, you happen to be the most intelligent person. And you are a woman. And you are training men.
Yeah.
Have you had any kind of backlash or any kind of, I don't want to call it opposition, but have you had that? There's this thing that comes with training men. You're dealing with ego and a lot of things.
Oh, well, I think I just have a way around with men. I don't know. I've not had any issues with men, actually. I've not had any issues with students being men. I've not had any issues.
How about women?
Even my staff. I may even have issues with them. I don't have issues with them. So I think I only have one female in my team. Yes, I only have one female. The rest are men. All my shoemakers are males. So okay, I have one female shoemaker, but I deal with the men more than women. They may have issues with themselves, not me.
Not you.
Not me. Do
you think it's out of utmost respect for their bosses or for their boss, or does them just being able to survive?
No, I think it's respect.
respect.
Yes, because I think it's respect because I've had someone that worked with me for 12 years.
Oh,
Yes, I've had a staff for 10 years. I've had a staff that has been with me the longest, and is a man. I think the least year of any staff is 4 years. That's been with me, and most of them are men. So if they had issues, they would have gone.
by now
They would have gone. So I'm not really had issues with the men. I think they just maybe because of my aura, of the kind of person I am. I'm not a feminine female. So so I think maybe because I can
we say tomboy?
That's for lack of a better word. I'm trying not to be a tomboy.
Yeah.
So I think it's always easier because I'm not the typical woman. So I think it's easy for us to play. I know that we are here for business. We are working. We are not here to play. I don't have any extra time to. Yes, we can laugh. We can practice.
No idle time.
We don't. Yes, idle time. I'll find work for you.
Yeah,
so
very important.
Okay,
there has to be something to do.
Yes.
There has to be something to do.
You don't have work, so let me give you.
So you won't be the devil's work. The devil's too.
So I think that's just it. We just know that we are focused. We are working. We crack jokes and then we go back to work.
So do you think that? Let's talk about. I know it's not the maybe I can't find the right word, but I'm still gonna use tomboy, right? So let's talk about that and the industry itself, not your staff now. The industry. You are in a space that is male dominated. Does that aspect of not being a feminine person help you thrive in that industry?
No, it doesn't actually.
Really?
No, it doesn't. I think I don't have the issues now anymore, but I had it at the beginning.
Okay.
Because I know it was not typical for a woman to 12 years ago is a lot
to do shoes.
So I remember back in Lagos when I was training, someone just kind of asked me, what happened to hair?
Or makeup.
Why shoe?
Or selling handbag.
Even to paint nails. Why you not fixing nails? So people used to have that thing. And some people just felt that after a while I'll get tired. Maybe she just doing it. Because some people even told me that when I get married, I'll stop making shoes. Some people say, some people, I've had a lot. Some people told me that their men are patronizing me because I'm a fine girl. So
not because of the quality.
Yes. So I had to work. So why is it hard to make a point? I had to work day and night. I had to give my, I'm not even sure I gave my all. I gave 200% of everything. So you could be sleeping and I'm working, because I want to,
prove
a point that I'm not doing it because I'm a fine girl. And because of that, the point I did not, is now that I brought up myself as a brand. At that beginning time, you could not see the face of the brand. It had to be the brand.
The brand itself.
And the brand was just black and gold. So you didn't even know if the female that owns the brand. So it's now, this year of, the Foundhers
social media. It should be in front.
I
should be your CMO.
I think that was like 3 years ago I started showing myself. I did not show my face. I had to make sure that the brand is making the name that fits it. The brand is showing that it is capable. Not because I'm a fine girl. Not because you're doing it because I'm a woman. I wanted people to, buy from me because
of the brand.
Of the brand and the quality.
The quality was
so you are getting what you want, not because I'm the person, you're seeing my face. So it's now that I show myself, show my face.
Has that helped you?
Well, not help in a way, but I already built the brand. So this is just like adding.
Has it added?
Just adding to it, but I did not want people to buy from me because I'm female.
So do you think that you being at the fore of the brand could read or could add more credibility to the brand?
Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, so people just I've seen someone has gone to my page before because they wanted to be sure that they're relating with a human being, first of all, because of the amount of shoes the person wanted. And then somebody also had to trust her child or the daughter to come over
to train
because they wanted to be sure that, they could see who owns the brand. They saw my pictures, saw that I'm female. I think the picture on my page just gave them that, comfort. Yeah, that she could come over. She came over and trained. So sometimes that's also that your personality also adds to it because my face also made people to trust more and just know that what she says is what it is.
Because I've listened to Tony Limelo, and he says when he constantly repeats one thing, he is the CMO of his brand. He's the chief marketing officer of his brand. Yeah. He's a person, he lives his brand. So when I started listening to people like that, I started seeing business, building brands from a different perspective. You live your brand, you speak about your brand becomes you. Initially, we all want to know the brand, but now you want to be you need to put yourself and the brand side by side so that you are also accountable for whatever happens to your brand. It's good. Structure-wise is also good. That does not mean that the brand revolves only around you. It's just good for structure. Now, I'm going to speak to the feminine part of you. Then I'm going to I'll refer to a part of your business that speaks to care. You have a health background as well. And you also produce certain kinds of shoes for diabetic patients. I remember when you launched those shoes and you were speaking about so passionately. One thing crossed my mind. It could either be that you had someone that needed it and you saw the need. You know, things happen to people. You get to see somebody. You get to maybe you have somebody in your neighborhood or your family that's going to, then you're looking for a solution. So the need, there was a need and you now created the product to fit that need. In your case, was that it? Or you just felt like the motherly part of you, the nurturing part of you made you to discover things like this?
Okay, I have different scenarios. You know, first is I work in hospital too.
Okay.
So I've had, because I'm a shoemaker, it's just normal for people to want to, you know, talk to me about stuff. So a doctor met me that she has a patient that needed shoes that is diabetic. That's number one. Well, I think I made that and then just moved on. You know, I just make for her and for her patient and move on. But I think what was the moment for me to know that this is something I need to do was that a father walked in with his son. The boy wasn't diabetic, but the boy had uneven foot. One foot was really big and one was small. I don't know what the issue was, but when I saw that boy, I had tears in my eyes because I just knew that there was no way he could get shoes, you know, because aside being the fact that the one feet was really big, I had to make shoes like a diabetic patient for him because that feet was really tender. You know, it was tender. It was, there was a lot. So
saying it, I'm already feeling
so
emotional.
I just knew that I needed to make shoes for people like this, you know, people that, I made for a diabetic patient. So I have to make for people with special needs, people that are diabetic that cannot just walk into the store and buy shoes for themselves. So people come to me and I do I consult. So I look at the foot, I know what kind of shoe will fit that foot and I produce it. So so I do that. So just that I do it a lot. So I don't talk about it so much, but I'll start talking about it more.
I think you should.
Yes, more.
You should.
So I do that,
You should. So, but it's really good that we get to solve problems that probably other people have overlooked. So would you say that's when you launched, you said that was the first of its kind? That was the first of its kind. That means you saw an opportunity in a market that's saturated with men. So 1,001 men and even other women did not see that opportunity. So that is a plus for your brand. So how has that particular angle of your brand been going?
Oh, it's fine. I think the first thing like solving a problem. I like to solve problems, you know. So that's why every time in the shoe industry, I always find, you know, problems to solve. As well, even my corporate shoes, my shoes are really comfortable, you know. I prefer, because I always say that my shoes are made for people that stay long hours on their feet, you know. So you can wear my shoes and you can stay for long hours. So the idea is that even if it's diabetic shoes, it has to look classy, you know. So I make diabetic shoes are classy, so you can still wear it out. You cannot wear diabetic shoes and people know that it's diabetic shoes. This shoe, it
should
medical.
Look the same.
So it should look very clean. It should look very fine. So you should look classy. So I like to, you know, solve. I look at and say, what problem do I have to solve today in shoemaking? What am I doing today? That's how I now started making shoes with polythene bags. Because
I saw that too for children and even for adults.
For school shoes,
School shoes.
So I always find, you know, solutions to different problems and revolving around my industry.
Okay, so great to know. I'm going to take you to another aspect of you that I know a lot, so I'm just going to go round and round. So another aspect of you that actually caught my attention for a very long time. I remember when we had the 2025 International Women's Day, I approached you and said, Utonne, you teach a lot. I'd like you to take a breakout session. And teach people how to pitch. It was very short, but for me, I could spot that part of you. That part of you is something that a lot of people need to know. So when you pitch, you teach people how to pitch.
Yes, I do.
So what happens when you go into pitch?
What happens is what normally happens.
What normally happens? What normally
Okay,
happens?
so yeah, it's just when you go to pitches.
Are you nervous?
Me?
Are you always nervous when you go to pitch?
Well, before I go in there, I can be nervous. But once I'm in front of you, I just feel that pitching is saying from your heart.
Yeah.
You're not cramming it. You're not thinking of, the only part you can cram is your
Numbers.
numbers. That's the part you can cram. But if it is something that you're passionate about, it's something you should be able to talk to people, and it feels like they are part of the team. That's to me, that's pitching. You just feel that people have to be connected to what you're saying. You're not, cramming it. You're not thinking too much. It's something that you are looking for. Okay, like if I'm talking about my diabetic shoes, I will talk, and then you want to find out. You ask me questions.
Yeah.
So that's how it's supposed to be. That people are interested in what you're saying and ask you questions. Not the one you finish speaking plenty English and people don't get it.
They don't understand what you're saying. They can't even navigate through all your thoughts and all of that.
People have to understand what you're saying. If it's not simple enough, it has to be that I'm not asking the next person, what did she say? Or what did he say? I have to understand what you're saying.
And even be able to tell the next person, somebody outside.
Clearly, yes. So it has to be very clear.
So do you do pitching classes or pitch classes?
I do. I've not done one this year, actually.
We did last year. You owe us. You owe us. You owe us.
Yes.
Pitch class.
I have to do before the end of
we
the
have
year.
only six months to go. As this line, we're in 2027.
I'll plan it before the end of the year.
Because these things help. It helps people.
Yes.
You could have a very brilliant idea. Yes. Beautiful sound idea. We do not know how to communicate that same idea to the next person. Yes. It makes it a failed idea. To be honest. Because if I cannot tell you what I'm selling, what am I selling? You're not selling for yourself. You're not selling for your family member. You're selling for other people. You're selling a commodity, whether it is knowledge-based, product-based, a commodity. You must be able to communicate how it works. So you owe us a pitch class that should last for at least 8 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll think about I think about the hours. The pitch class will happen. Yeah.
Oh my God, don't mind me. So, do you have challenges? I'm going to leave it as, it's not vague, but I'm going to ask you because unlike every other person, they will say, oh, I have competitors, this, that, but you're in a male-dominated environment. Do you have challenges with gender?
Right now, I don't. I don't have any more.
Okay, so
I don't have challenges with gender anymore. Yes.
Let me take you back, or let me place a shoemaker who is 2 years into the business. Like I always say, she doesn't need to be 10 or 12 years to experience or to learn what you know if there's proper mentorship.
Yes.
So if a young woman of 2 years in business sits in front of you now and asks you, what are the challenges, the possible challenges I may face? I'm talking about her now.
Okay, yeah.
I may face in the next 3 years. What would you say to her?
Okay, possible challenges is trying to be like another person. One of the challenges you're going to face is when you're going to have issues when you start trying to be like somebody else.
You're not original.
Yes, you're not original. You're trying to be like somebody else. You're trying to copy somebody. You are trying to do what the other person does. If you just focus on your craft and make that craft very well, because people, like you say, good shoes. People know good shoes.
Yeah.
So if you leave the whole razzmatazz and focus on making that craft, because there's no need going viral and then your shoes are not fine. Because you can go viral and then someone now comes to buy the shoe and the shoe is nothing. So it just kills the whole thing. So be so focused on the craft so that when the opportunity comes,
it makes you prepared.
It makes you prepared, yeah. So you have to be very focused on your craft because that's the only challenge you're going to have. I'm not feminine to say, oh, okay, you're going to have challenge with men that want to, because there's some people that when I was single, they'll come to my inbox.
I was about asking you.
They'll come to my inbox they want to buy shoes.
They want to buy shoes.
Because you buy the shoes.
You want it.
It's very important to me that you buy the shoes.
You'll close ourselves.
I'll close ourselves.
You'll close it.
Whatever thinking you have in your head, that you're strictly on your own. So it's very important for you to be focused. So that's because sometimes the focus is because of your brand. It's not because you're a good person. The focus, if your brand is important to you, be focused on that brand. And build it and leave all the excesses. Because the excesses will always be there. But be focused, if the brand is important to you, be focused on building the brand. Because people that come to destroy the brand, they will go and leave it for you. And the brand will still be there. If you're not careful, it will die. It will die if you're not careful. So if you wake up in the morning, or when you wake up in the morning, you have to decide that this is what I want to focus on and focus on it. and leave the extras. People that are coming to say they want to give you money to do this, and they're lying to you, and you are carried away. If you are carried away, the brand will suffer.
Let me ask you a very daunting question. How do you know that they're lying to you?
Oh, please, everybody's lying to you. Thank you very much.
Everybody's lying to you.
They're lying to you. Genuine people that want to, invest in your business, they're not going to come and check you.
I agree with you.
Yes, they will not check you.
100%.
They can see. I'm looking at the camera. Quote me anywhere. Anybody that wants to invest in your business and is striking you, it doesn't want to invest in your business.
They want to invest somewhere else.
They want to invest somewhere else. So genuine people will invest in your business, and they want to know your ROI. They want to know what they're getting out of it.
Yeah.
They're not interested in your body.
It's an investment.
Yes. So they will put the money and expect their money back. So when you are now the one, they now the other thing. Every other thing is not investments. They know what they're investing in. Someone that wants to bring money to me, please bring the 100 million and we'll talk return on investment. Finish.
With figures. And data.
We have lawyers. Finish. That's all.
Oh my God. This has really interesting. Okay, so let me ask you, what has been you said, I've tried asking a couple of questions about challenges, but I'm going to ask you a question about counterfeits.
Okay.
And, I'm not going to say mass production. Have you had any issues with mass production? Someone picks your design and mass produces somewhere else or something?
Well, I don't notice it.
You haven't seen it yet? Okay, so that is a very common issue.
Okay.
So recently I was just laughing somewhere, We're talking about Zara, the brand Zara. And interestingly, Zara produces limited copies of their items. But then you go to, you see Zara, you can even see the same Zara shoe, like 200 in a particular shop. And you're like, it's not the same Zara that produces this. But they've gotten to that point that people cannot adopt their brand. So what would you do in a situation where you walk into a store and you see your design has been copied and replicated? Do you have patents to your products? Can you sue them? What would you do? What actions would you take?
Now you're asking, I'm thinking about it, what I would do. Because actually, I think I've done a design before. Some people tag me to the person carried the picture. They didn't even replicate. Took my own picture and posted. I don't think I have a problem with it. My own is that
it was not doing drop shipping.
No, it wasn't doing drop shipping. I just put it and said straight out of the oven.
Oh,
order for your
that oven was hot.
Yes, attach me to the post. Say, Mama, come and see your shoe. So it's normal. It's normal. I think I'm not sure I've ever thought about what I would do if someone replicates my design or someone takes it to. But when I see saves on any original design I do or any original design I make on the shoes, especially patina shoes, when I see saves a lot, I'm like, even deliver it, that's my own. That's what I used to do and laugh. I just like, I hope you can deliver it. It's not the one that you now save and go and do something else. It will now be what I ordered versus what I got. So I don't have. I'm never really thought about that. What I would do. I'm just focused on creating.
I think
pieces.
you could.
Yes, I'm just.
You should.
I say I should. Yeah.
You should.
Now you're talking about it. Maybe I'll think about it. But I've never really thought about it.
So I'm going to wrap this up with one question. It's been very short, but it's been very interesting for me. Right. If you were to look at a lady, let me find an age range that's I'm going to find a range that it's easy to say, still trying to navigate. I'm old though. People don't want to believe I'm old. So let's talk about a 23-year-old girl who is trying to find her foot, walks up to you and gives you an array of options, what she wants to do, maybe. And she tells you, oh, I do not know what to do. What would you advise someone who is clearly has options but is blank?
Okay, person has what she wants
has,
to do.
The people that have 200 passions. I have passion in shoemaking. I have passion in hairdressing. I have passion in this. I have passion in that. I have passion in this. This one is my talent. This one is my vision. This one is my dream.
I'm actually in that category. I'm a multi-potentialite, actually. So, yes, I have passion in everything.
And it's not skill stacking?
Yes. No, it's not. If I look at you long enough doing something, I'll do it exactly like you. If I look at you long enough.
That's the talent.
Yes, if I look at you long enough doing something, I'll replicate it and it will shock you. So I think when I started, It wasn't just makeup. I did a lot of things. I was beading. I
know you were
paint.
beading.
I paint, yes.
I know.
Yes.
You paint because that sip and paint you did at that place was not normal.
So I paint. I used to bead. I makeup was there, and then shoes. There are a lot of other things. I write. So I had so many things I was good at. So I'm speaking from now as myself, or from when I was many years ago. I had to keep, I did all at the beginning.
So you had to keep dropping.
Yes, I kept dropping them till when I now had just what that was makeup and shoes.
Mm.
And after a while, I now dropped the makeup. Now I dropped the makeup, but now it is now part of my shoes. When people see my patina shoes and I do the designs on my shoes.
You see the behind the scenes.
It's because I was a makeup artist.
You have experience with brushes.
Yes, with brushes. So it became easy for me. And then I actually went to train with a fine artist. I trained, yes. I don't just wake up and do stuff. I actually went for training with fine artists for months. So when I do those things, so my background in makeup has helped in my shoemaking. My background in knowing how to do other things has helped in the things I do now. So that's just it. So just, you can do all if you have the capacity.
Please don't do all.
But drop them till you can focus on what you want people to know you for. That's the thing. What do I want people to know me for? And then focus on that thing.
Okay, so my take home from this conversation would be that as much as you can do everything, you should be able to narrow down what you want a particular thing you want to be known for. But I always advise that you, as much as possible, skill stack, because you do not know where that skill will be relevant. You skill stacked makeup, you skill stacked in fine arts, and now you are using the makeup skills in shoemaking. Nobody would have thought of that correlation, but here we are, and here you are thriving in it. Yeah. So I want to say thank you very much, Utonne. Thank you for making our time to be on this set with me. Thank you for making our time to share and let us tap from your wealth of wisdom. Yeah. You are a very intentional person that quite a number of women that I admire a lot. And it takes me a lot to admire somebody, because I always would want to see and know. But I've been around you for, like I said, well over 10 years, 12 years, 13 years. You were my first client, one of my first clients.
Yes.
So I've been around for quite some time. And I must say you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a light carrier. Thank you for pushing your vision and telling us and showing us practically that women can thrive in male-dominated spaces and actually succeed in it. So thank you very much. On behalf of Foundhers and Foundhers Unfiltered, we want to say thank you.
Can I shoot?
Yes, you can sit today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being on our set with us. Thank you very much. I'm shy. So guys, we've come to the end of this episode. I'm glad that I was able to get Utonne on this episode. And I'm also very happy that you've been able to take one or two things out of this episode. I want to say thank you for staying through with us, watching for this period of time, learning too, because we love to watch, we love to learn. But for you to keep seeing us on your screen, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you have to follow our socials on the screen, and you have to keep liking, commenting, and sharing our posts. Thank you very much. I remain your host, Utonne Ekefre, and I had with me today Utonne. So until next time, see you. Bye.